Hey again! So, the other day I went shopping and I bought a whole bunch of tea. And I got it from the store called David's Tea. And they have all kinds of stuff all up on the walls, and you can pick it, and they bring over these huge tins. You can smell everything before you buy it. I love that store. So, I kind of bought a lot. So, first of all, what I got is this adorable holiday set that was on sale, and the box slides out and it has little teas inside, and I love this one. I have a huge penchant for things that are a little bit spicy, and I like holiday themed things all year round. So first of all, we have this fantastic one, and this one is called Santa's Secret. And when you look at it, it has these little tiny candy canes, and they're bright red, and it's this really deep black colored tea. And it doesn't smell spicy, and it doesn't smell like black tea at all. It kind of smells more like candy, which I kind of like. And then next in the set is cardamom French toast. Now I wasn't too sure about this one at first, because cardamom in your tea, but the spiciness of it is amazing, and you can see all the little seed pods in the black tea, and it has citrus peel, and it smells like a spice cabinet, and I really like that. And then finally in the set is one that I thought looked a little bit more like trail mix, because it has all of these nuts and dried fruit, and there's absolutely no real tea in it, but it smells so sweet, and it has this really nutty kind of scent to it, and I guess that's because it is called banana nut bread. So I love that. That's really cool. And next, I got just some loose tea from one of their pots that they have it in. This is called Honey Black, and it's a really dark black tea, and I'm just going to read off the back of it for you. And it says, "From a small garden on the east coast of Taiwan, this hand-plucked, gold-tipped black tea has a sweet and lingering taste of honey in every sip." So the lady said that it's really special because it's from Taiwan, and not a lot of tea comes from there. And when you open it up and you smell it, it smells like honey. A little less like black tea and more like honey, even though the actual ingredients is just black tea. So I think that's amazing in itself. And finally, kind of splurged on this, but it was definitely worth it, is one of their big tins. It's metal, and it has a little top top, and I got one called mulled wine. And I saw this right behind the lady, and I'm like, that sounds interesting. I need to smell that. And it's an oolong tea, and it has orange peel and cinnamon and cloves and ginger, and it has really low caffeine, so it's good to have in the evenings, maybe not right before bed, but in the evenings. And it smells really citrusy and really spicy, and it's kind of warm, and that's really pretty. So I always like to wait between 4 and 5 minutes for most of my teas, but you're supposed to always follow the instructions on any tea that you buy, or at least ask the associate. Because sometimes if you have a really dark tea, it'll end up too bitter, and if you have a fruit tea, it can end up way too light and not sweet enough. The hardest part is always waiting for it to finish brewing. And always pour over top of your tea. That works best. So first here we have the cardamom French toast that has black tea, cinnamon, lemon peel, coriander seeds. This one also has sugar in it, so it's very sweet. It has sort of a light amber color to it. And next we have Santa's Secret, the one that came with all of the little tiny sprinkles in them. And this one has a little warmer of a color than the last one. It's also black tea. Next we have the granola-looking banana nut bread that has dates, currants, almonds, banana, and some flavoring. It's very light and yellow. And this one is the mulled wine. It's not nearly as dark as I anticipated, but you can smell it from here, and it is amazing. It's almost the same color as the banana one. And finally we have the Taiwan Honey Black, and it went so much darker than I expected, and it's so pretty looking too, especially in this cup. So the most exciting part, we're going to taste all the teas in my teacup collection. That's also my mother's. We're going to start off with the Honey Black tea. And now, I've had this one before and I suggest it mostly with having actual honey in it, and it amplifies the flavor. So we're going to try it. And when we have it, it's a little bit bitter, but it's not too bad. It's a little more woody than anything. And it has a very, very strong dark honey flavor. And it's not as smooth as it could be, but it's still really nice. So the next one is the mulled wine one. If you remember, we looked at the color and it was a little bit lighter than I expected. And you can definitely taste the orange in it, but the ginger I think is the strongest part of it. It kind of tastes like an organic ginger ale, just really warm and not bubbly, of course. And I think that I like that a lot. And so we have the one with the banana nut that doesn't have any tea actually in it. And it has a sort of oily flavor to it, which I think is kind of interesting in itself. You can taste the nuts, but the banana is definitely forefront, but it's not a artificial kind of banana flavor, which I always worry about because I don't really like that flavor. And then the next one is the Santa's Secret one with the sprinkles, so this one should be very sweet. Yep, I'm right, it's very sweet. It's a little spicier than the other one, the Honey Black, but they're both black tea. It does taste a little bit more artificial, and when I looked at the ingredients, there are a few artificial colorings, so I'm probably just a little oversensitive to that. And last, we have the French Toast Cardamom. I'm really excited about this one with the weird spices in it. I like this one best. This is really neat. It's more savory than I expected. It also kind of reminds me of lipstick, but in the best way possible, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I like the cardamom one best, but they're all really, really good. I recommend them all. It just really depends on what you like. So now that we're done with the tea, I wanted to talk a little bit about my apron that I got, which I also got on the same shopping trip. I got it from Anthropology, which is a super cute store that has lots of teacup and other things on top of the clothing. And it's sort of a linen material, and it's got sparklies and stripes, and I absolutely love it. And it fits in sort of a 50s style. Now if I can just pick this up here. It's got pockets, 2 little pockets, which I think are really cute, and they make me really happy. So I just wanted to share that with you. So that's what I got from David's Tea. This is not a sponsored video. I spent all of my hard-earned money on this. And if there's any teas out there you'd like me to try before you buy it, let me know. And tell me what your favorite teas are. Leave them down in the comment box below. Thanks, guys.